This is a review on the Marvel Legends Infinite Series, Red Skull. First off, I would just want to say this, very good figure. I like it. In the sense of, he has a very good head sculpt, and the likeness to Red Skull, but articulation-wise, don't buy this figure because of, if you're looking for, sorry guys, move the camera. If you're looking for good articulation, do not buy this figure, because you're not going to get in. You're going to be very disappointed. The articulation on this guy is just not there. Now, if you couldn't tell already, he does have the Punisher and like Nick Fury mold that we've seen quite a few times, and they should just throw it away because it's really tiring mold. Now, accessories, he comes with Tesseract. It's a very like translucent plastic. I'm trying to get it to shine up. There we go. Yeah, so that's cool. That is very cool. Another accessory, his other hand, you have the kind of like a futuristic looking gun. It's not a real gun. Just a little bit of red on there. It looks a little weird for a Red Skull, but it's a futuristic gun, so Hydra could have easily made it. Mine was not very warped. They will get a little warped right there, so just watch out for that. And then this third accessory is a regular, everyday pistol. Now, this pistol's pretty crappy, and I keep it in that little holster, which is right there in his side. You just slide in, and the gun will very easily stay. I'm wondering if I should turn off this light. It makes things, oh yeah, I'm going to do this video like this. And the gun, it stays and looks very nice like that. Now there is another, there is another holster down here that you can put the gun in. And it fits fine in that one too, so whichever one you prefer. Now sadly, this gun does not have a holster. There's nowhere to put that gun. This gun, however, you can put it anywhere you please, in any of the two holsters, this one or this one. I like to put it up here just so I can kind of see his gun and actually give it a use. Now, detail-wise, this guy has a lot of cool details, and you know, I'm sure you've already seen this mold before, but nice to point out the details that are still there. You know, I like the stitching. You can kind of see it there, the stitching in his glove. I mean, there's stitching throughout the figure, and although one little gripe, it's the coat splits right there. I don't know why they did that, maybe for articulation's sake. There's a lot of silver buckles that are painted, like on his belt, right here for the gun holster, on his boots, both sides. So, and there's actually a little bit of silver up here so there's a lot of good details. Detail-wise and likeness certainly get this figure. Articulation-wise, you're just gonna have to let that part go to have a great figure. Like this now, head sculpt. This thing is very, very good. I like it a lot. It looks just like him, and it's really, really good. Now, another thing about it, he does have the Hydra symbol on his both shoulders. So that's one thing. It's very cool, kind of, attaches him to his, Hydra, the team that he's the leader of. Now this hand right here, it is made to hold the Tesseract and nothing else. I mean, you can't put a gun. Well, actually, maybe I'm lying. The gun doesn't really stay. It looks, that's about as good as you can get. I'm sure if you toyed around with it, you could get the gun in his hand. That gun, not this gun. Like, you could get this gun in his hand. It wouldn't look that good. And then this gun obviously does go in this hand, like you saw at the beginning. It is kind of made for that hand. So yeah, nice black on the gloves. This gun, sadly, it does not work. So that's another thing to just kind of keep in the pockets. Try to do a Hydra symbol right there on the gun, and it failed. It was a failed attempt. So yeah, alright. So let's go. So I've already shown you the accessories and details and stuff. Let's go ahead and hit the articulation, shall we? So it's shown from the side. His head goes that far up. That's pretty good. And goes about that far down. So that's alright. The head articulation's alright. Now he does have a diaphragm joint. And like you probably know, the diaphragm joint, he barely goes anywhere. I mean, the diaphragm joint, you can pretty much just think that there's no joint there for this figure because it doesn't really work that well. Now, this is the biggest gripe I have about the figure, and this is what makes him my least favorite figure out of the first wave of Captain America figures that came out. So, out of these 5, Red Skull is my least favorite. And the reason is right here. His arms do not go down any farther than they are right now. And you might think on camera that looks alright, but when you try to get him in cool poses, I mean, his arms aren't going to go any farther down than that. And it really does take this figure, take away from this figure. But yeah, he does have a ball joint at the arm, but sadly the ball joint will only go up that far and the arm will only go down that far, so you can pretty much say that the arm barely moves. It does spin the ball joint, nice clickety. He does have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, so that's good. And the wrists do go up and down and turn on both hands. No waist swivel, so that's another thing he's going to suffer from. And every time that a figure does have this weird ball thing on the top of their leg, in any review I have, I will point it out every time because it aggravates me. This joint right here, so you have how you have to turn it, and then turn the thigh to get it just right, and then so you can go like that, or you have to turn it again and then have it pointed out. Yeah, that aggravates me a lot. So that's what this figure has. Of course, there's a thigh swivel, double jointed knees. There's no boot swivel. There's a up and down ankle, and the ankle can spin. That's it for articulation. So, like I said, you want this figure for if you're looking for this figure for articulation, don't get it. Do not, because there's no point in getting him if that's what you're looking for. Now, for size comparison, let's get Red Skull in here against his arch nemesis in the new wave, Captain America. So as you can see straight off the bat, maybe we should get some light. As you can see straight off the bat, Red Skull is taller, and I guess that's alright. That's alright. Yeah, I guess I'll deal with that. I'll take that. And here's one of his henchmen, Hydra. So he's a tad bit taller than the Hydra. I don't know if I necessarily agree that the Hydra should be that tall compared to their leader. But yeah. So that's my take on the Red Skull figure. Definitely have enjoyed this figure, and for the look and the sake of having a Red Skull finally. So I will catch you guys later, and stay tuned for more reviews.